Greetings, Gregorians. Today we delve into the shelves of the archives while giving high fives and running around the towns where we find stories of different categories. Only thing I'll say is, this is an entirely extra episode.
You're getting all fancy with your camera stuff.
Someone's got to be fancy.
Not everybody has to be fancy.
I'm so fancy. You already know. I'm switching frame rates for our socials.
Someone's got to do it, and it ain't me.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, I'm Kendra.
And I'm Blake.
And this is Ghosts of the Gazette, where old news brings on new voices.
And with forgotten headlines, come back to life.
It is April 27th, episode 17. However, this is a special episode.
Little bonus for you.
Not a bonus episode because we are going on vacation.
And you're not.
We're going to go live it up in the sun.
We're in the sun. When you're listening to this, we're in the sun. And you're not in the sun.
We're going to go
where you are.
We're going to go to the beach.
We're going to go to the pool.
We'll also have a toddler with us, so it's going to be not so
We're going to be
relaxing.
running after a toddler who's running away from the pool and trying to jump in the pool.
Yeah.
Excited about
Be
it.
jealous.
But this episode is going to be entirely some extras that maybe didn't make the cut.
Yeah. Or we just held on for later because we just had too many.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited. I have some really fun ones that I haven't told you about.
I think I do too. I haven't read a lot of them in a little bit, but I am excited because I think they're pretty funny.
It's like a mix. It's going to be a mixture of like some short, quick snippets and then maybe some longer ones. That
had a couple long.
Because I had a couple that like, I was like, oh, this would be a cool main story, but then it ended up not having enough to it.
Yeah.
Like it had that cool buzz right at the beginning, but then
it
was just kind of solved.
Yeah. There's no fun in that.
Unsolved stuff that takes maybe 2 to 3 weeks to be solved.
At least.
That's the sweet spot.
Yeah. You're right. Anyways, play the sound.
Extra, read all about it. Blake and Kendra got a couple little fun little tidbits they found while researching their stories that they want to share with you.
All right, I will go first. And this is a random little blurb I found in the Loop City Northwestern. I think it was in whatever episode we were doing where we were in the 1900s, 1900.
Okay.
So this is from Friday, April 13th, 1900. And this was a little tiny blurb at the very bottom of page 4.
Okay.
And there's no headline. It's just a blurb.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
You can always tell when a girl's in love. When you catch her smiling at nothing, she acts foolish as a man when you catch him scratching his wooden.
Oh, pardon.
Starting off hot.
Wooden.
Yeah, scratching his wooden. And then but it doesn't have like a period and it doesn't say and. So I was like scrolling. I'm like, where's his wooden what?
What, his spoon?
His wooden spoon? Scratching his wood. Why would he be scratching his wooden spoon?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You can always tell when a girl's in love. When you catch her smiling at nothing, she acts foolish as a man when you catch him scratching his wooden.
LOL. Okay, my first little headline says, weds girl he warned of sharks in the surf.
I love
Isn't that fun?
You find the funniest little headlines.
I do sometimes. Lifeguard at Palm Beach marries fearless swimmer. Palm Beach, Florida. Sorry, this is March 31st, 1913.
Okay.
An unusual wedding took place this afternoon at 3 o'clock in the surf. Frederick Krichner, a lifeguard of Hamburg, Germany, and Sing Sund, which is a cool name.
Sing
Sund of Stockholm, Sweden, met 2 weeks ago in the surf. When the young 2 weeks ago.
Sing Sund of Sweden met 2 weeks ago in the surf.
When the young woman swam out too far from the shore, the lifeguard went after her to warn her of the sharks. She was so fearless, he fell in love with her, with the result that they were married in the surf today in the presence of 1,500 witnesses.
What?
Many of whom were also attired in bathing suits. The ceremony was performed by Rev, blah, 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 blah.
Can you call them witnesses if you just went to the public beach?
I know.
I guess you can.
Unless they're all signing papers being like, I'm a witness to this.
I'm a witness. That's a lot of papers for.
They're definitely married. But
They're definitely married. That many witnesses?
2
They're
weeks?
definitely married.
They only knew each other for like 2 weeks.
Well,
That's
she was
crazy.
fearless. He
Fearless.
said sharks, and she said, I don't give a
I don't
crap.
care.
I don't care. I'm
gonna
Sing
swim-
Son of
I'm going to
Sweden.
swim with the sharks.
I don't
actually.
care.
Don't care.
He was like trying to say shark, and she just didn't know the
She's like,
word
"What are
for
you
shark.
saying?
And
I don't
so She
know."
didn't speak English.
How do you say shark? And
Shark.
yeah, there you go.
Shark.
That's how I pictured it.
Shark. All right. My next one comes from the Tri-State Alliance. It's from Thursday, December 22nd, 1910.
Okay.
Creamery butter production. The 1900 census gave the total amount of creamery butter made in the United States as 420,126,000 pounds.
Whoa.
In 1904, the figures had increased to 531,480,000.
Nice.
And it is estimated that the 1910 figures will reach fully 725 million pounds of butter.
Wonder what it is today if that was back in 1910.
That's a great question.
Ooh, we should look into that. What are the stats here for, is it creamery?
Creamery butter production.
So is that just ice cream?
It's butter.
The whole time I was picturing
made
ice
in a
cream.
creamery, not churned, but made in large formats. Yeah, ice cream. Is that just ice cream? Nope, it's butter.
Just like
as said. Nope.
I know
butter.
the whole time though. I think it's just the word creamery.
Yeah.
Makes me think of
That makes sense.
ice cream.
Nice creamy butter.
Butter. But did they have ice cream back
I
in
wonder how much
1910?
of what the percentage of this is salted versus unsalted. That's what I'm trying to
We
get.
need more stats here.
Come on.
Come on. Okay, my next one is wholesale poisoning of husbands.
Okay.
A great trial was brought to a close at Nitrovitz, Hungary. Nitrovitz, thank you. Yesterday, several women from the little village of Sirmia were charged with having poisoned their respective husbands, a practice which is stated to have been exercised in the village for some years.
Oh my
Dun, dun, dun.
goodness.
4 of the accused were yesterday sentenced to death. 1 was sentenced to penal servitude for life and 3 to 15 years imprisonment. The remainder
death.
being acquitted. They're just
Jeez.
like a small village in Vienna,
We just poison
poisoning our husbands.
here.
Sorry, this was in 1890. I didn't
We
say
just
that.
poison
off
our
the bat.
husbands here.
Just poison our husbands
Sorry,
here.
this
Welcome
was
to
in
the village.
1992.
Yeah. So this was in 2025.
2025. Wow.
Whoa.
Everyone start thinking about where you're at right now.
That's bad.
That's not good.
bad.
Okay, my next one. This is one of my longer ones, but it's worth it.
Okay, better be.
Man-eating lions.
Okay, cool.
Obstructing the building of a railroad is rather unusual feat for lions, yet that is what 2 of them did some time ago in Central Africa near Victoria, Nyanza. The matter was referred to by Lord Salisbury, one of his addresses to the British House of Lords. These lions were man-eaters, and for more than 8 months they terrorized 6,000 laborers engaged in the work of construction. Scores of these men were dragged off and devoured, the greater part of the camp having at length moved up the country beyond the foraging ground of the lions. Several hundred were left behind to build bridges. Upon these, the lions made still more sanguinary descent.
Nice.
That's a word.
Yeah.
Night after night, they would carry away 1 and sometimes 2 men.
What? What year is this?
This is in 1900.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They attacked engineers, doctors, soldiers, military officers, as well as laborers from India, coolies, and African natives.
So lions were just picking people off.
They didn't discriminate either. It
No,
was
of
just
course.
if you're a person, you're getting eaten.
you smell like a
We're gonna
human,
gobble you up.
I'm going to eat you.
If it looks like a human, it smells like a human, I'm going to eat that human.
I'm a man-eating lion.
On almost any night and at any time of the night, men were liable to be aroused by the shrieks of their abducted
That's
comrades.
horrible. That sounds horrible.
And hear the cracking of their bones and the tearing of limbs from a rod or 2 away, while lions growled and quarreled over their prey.
And what can you do, really?
Isn't this insane?
That's insane.
I know, it's crazy. Sick men in the hospital died from sheer terror at these horrible sounds and the horrible scenes they suggested. The beasts were shot at in the darkness, but seldom hit. For firearms, fire, or torches, they cared nothing. These were like on steroids lions. They're like, shoot them, bang.
And they
doesn't
were
matter.
strong because they had so much human meat already.
They were feasting
energizing
every
them.
night. 1 or 2 guys, they're
That's
pulling
insane.
away. And they're like, we got to get this bridge built quick.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, like,
What a terrifying situation.
it's actually crazy.
People don't talk about this enough.
During, where is the stat? During the 8 months that these lions lived upon these railroad men, they would be occasionally wounded by a shot, obliged to retire from active life, thus giving the camp intervals of quiet. But they killed and ate in all nearly 30 natives, twice as many African natives, and besides injuring many other of various nationalities.
Wow.
So they got like upwards of 100 people.
People? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, over the 8 months. That's a
They
bad
were,
stat.
that's crazy. They were like, we hit the jackpot, bro.
They're like, oh my God, this is exactly where we feast.
And you guys are just laying here every night?
Fish in a barrel. Humans in a
that's
camp.
horrible.
I know. Absolutely insane. It's a long article.
Yeah,
I won't
okay.
go through all of it. That's pretty well just reiterates itself.
Yeah.
And goes like.
That's
also
my worst
it-
nightmare.
The rest of the article delves into like how the same thing happened in India, but with tigers. Like tigers were just hauling away people. We live in a pretty good time. Everyone, like, count your blessings. You're not being hauled away by tigers at the moment. Or lions.
That's ridiculous. I hate it. I'm going to dream about that tonight.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay, I have one from 1963. 9-year-old seeks Rolls Royce. Anyone need a babysitter? Question mark. At 42 cents an hour, it will take a while, but eager lad claims lots of patience. And they spell it P-A-S-H-E-N-T-S.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe that's just the way.
Passions.
But maybe that's his spelling of like
Patience.
patience.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a kid spelling.
Mm-hmm.
The advertised mailed into the local newspaper in suburban Ilford said, this is in London, babysitter available, 9 years old, not frightened in the dark.
Available.
Price, 3 shillings, 42 cents an hour. Telephone number, Good Maze 0447. Address, 13 Mafeking Avenue, Ilford, Essex. I know, N-O, how to make warm milk for the baby. If the baby is hungry, I know, N-O, how to cook, K-O-O-K, a boiled egg and bread and butter. I can't come before 4 o'clock. I have got good patience. Oh, patience. As in, like, I'm very patient.
That's so funny.
And wouldn't hit him, but I can't come next week. So
Won't hit him,
please,
but I can't come next week.
so please don't phone or come around to my house. A
Mom's
representative.
gonna be real mad.
Yeah.
Mom's gonna be mad.
A representative of the paper called at the address to check and found the 9-year-old Kevin Mahoney had written without his parents' knowledge.
That's so funny.
I was going to save the money until I had enough to buy my mother a Rolls Royce, said Kevin. Oh, that's so nice.
Kind of cute.
The price of the cheapest available Rolls is $14,000. At 3 shillings an hour, that works out to 3 years, 42 weeks, 2 days, 7 hours, 20 minutes of steady babysitting with no time off for school or sleep. Babies being what they are, Kevin would need a lot of patience.
Oh,
P-A-S-H-E-N-T-S.
that's a clever little article. I love
Isn't that hilarious?
That's so cute.
And he just wanted to buy his mama a Rolls Royce.
Wow, he wants to treat his mom well. I wonder
He
if
did the
ever
math
did
on how
that.
long it would take him too. Which is
If
really
I was
cute.
his mom,
Yeah.
I would always be like, "Do you remember when you wanted to buy me a Rolls Royce?" Like he's an adult.
Maybe he
son
did.
now,
Maybe
like,
he grew up and actually was able to. You never know.
shouts out if your name is Thomas
Kevin Mahoney.
Kevin Mahoney and you were born in 1954.
What do we need to know? Did you buy that Rolls?
Yeah. Did you buy your mom a Rolls Royce? Okay. This next one is also from 1900. It was a gold mine for me for some of these
clearly.
extras.
You're loving these 1900s. Almost said
Okay.
ho-hos.
Ho-hos. 19 ho-ho.
19 ho-ho.
A surprised cat.
Oh, surprise.
Several days ago, says the Philadelphia Times, 5 or 6.
Meow. Go on.
That's interrupting cat. Interrupting cat.
Right.
5 or 6 sparrows were pecking away in the gutter immediately in front of an engine house when a cat crept across the street and pounced upon one of them. Instantly, the victim's companion set up a war cry, which was instantly answered. I like that I said instantly twice.
Instantly.
From housetop and tree, The sparrows flocked to the scene. With whirring, hissing cries of noisy rage, they fearlessly attacked the offender. For about 30 seconds, the dazed cat endured the blows from perhaps 100 beaks and twice as many beating wings. Then, still holding her prey, she struggled away from the infuriated birds and ran into the engine house. The plucky little fellows followed her inside, but soon gave up the chase, leaving her with her dearly bought dinner, a sadder but wiser cat.
Oh, that's wild. Someone just stood there watching
you just
this
watch
happening.
this, and then we're like, this needs to be in the paper.
I gotta write this.
This has got to be in the Loop City Northwestern.
What a strong little cat.
Yeah, and now wiser.
Now wiser.
You don't mess with those things. But I mean, does the reward outweigh the risk?
True. You're very into like big cats eating things.
I know.
Today.
I did put those right after one another.
Yeah, interesting.
And I felt like they kind of grouped together. That's my last cat related
Too bad.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Crazy. Good little snack for the cat.
Yeah, snack cat snack.
Cat snack. Okay, this one's from 1963.
Meow.
Again, meow. Yeah, thank you. Surprise.
Meow.
Meow. Computers offer name changes.
No way.
Yeah. Stockholm. Want to change your name?
Want to change your name?
Want to change your name? Central Statistics Bureau computers turned out 1 million new ones Thursday for the guidance of Swedes who want to switch the such widely used names as Anderson, Johansson, and Peterson. Examples: Aberberg, Barvling, Waxern.
Not better.
That's
Not
it.
better.
That's all they said.
Examples.
Hey.
If your name's Johansson, you could change your name to
Aberberg,
Waxern.
Barvling, Waxern.
That's funny. Okay. Partook of poisoned fish.
Okay.
William Phoenix went home last night and, not finding anything to eat, partook of poisoned fish, which his wife had placed in the meat box to kill rats, and died from the effects this evening.
He died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro,
to
why
be
are
fair,
you taking fish out the rat box?
To be fair, his wife definitely was like, hey, don't eat this. This is for the rats.
He's like, it's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine.
I'm fine. I
I'm
just
fine.
want
I'm
the fish.
so hungry.
That
It's
sounds
like that's
gross.
That's at Tim Robinson's. I'm so hungry.
Oh, man.
Please.
I'd be so mad at you if I told you not to eat something that was poisoned
so
and then you ate
hungry.
it and you died on me.
Yeah, that would be a real William Phoenix
pissed.
move.
Okay, my next one is from 1940. It's a woman and she's holding a bunch of gifts. And the title says 800 men ... and a girl.
I hate that title.
And I was like, excuse me.
What year is this? What year is this?
I said it was 1940 already,
sorry.
if you were
I had
listening.
forgotten.
Lillian O'Brieter looks over some of the Easter gifts presented to her by 800 men.
Why?
18-year-old Lillian O'Brieter was still a bit nonplussed today after 800 men collectively deluged her with Easter presents. For a year, Lillian waved at the men each morning and each evening as they passed her home to a work project. She was known as the girl at the window, and the Easter presents resulted. She looks
800
unhappy.
men?
She looks. I'll put this on her Instagram, but she looks unhappy and
Ridiculous.
unfazed.
Yeah, a little bit.
But also, I would be, I guess, too, if you got 800 presents.
What are you going to do? I mean,
What are
at
you gonna
that
do with
point,
800 things?
Like, her parents are like, what are we missing here?
Yeah.
Why the heck
Kind of
is
funny,
our
though.
daughter
Like,
getting 800
I guess
presents?
this was 1940, so they didn't send out an email. Be like, hey, we should all get this chick from the window, like
she
a
just got
gift.
1,000 of like 400 of the same doll.
Imagine. Yeah, she's. Look at this
800
scary
presents
doll.
is insane.
Look at that scary doll.
It's kind of cute. Got a
It's
little
kind
hood.
of scary.
Got little rosy cheeks.
No,
It's a
but we
little
would never
haunted,
be
a
allowed
little
this
haunted.
ever. Scary.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Some women always attract.
True. Too true.
You want to be beautiful. You want the tireless energy, fresh complexion, and pep of youth. Then let Dr. Edwards' olive tablets help your system of the poison caused by clogged bowels and torpid liver.
Hilarious.
For 20 years, men and women suffering from stomach troubles, pimples, listlessness, and headaches have taken Dr. Edwards' olive tablets, a successful substitute for calomel, a compound of vegetable ingredients known by their olive color. They act easily upon the bowels without gripping. They help cleanse the system and tone up the liver.
Good.
That's pretty well it. And then it gives it how much better
What
you
year
feel.
was this?
Look, 15 cents, 30 cents, 60 cents. 1933.
1933.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many of these, like, take this pill. It'll get rid of your stomach problems and your liver problems. And it's like
your bowel problems.
Your bowel problems. Like,
you have IBS?
They don't even know. I don't even know if they knew what IBS was. They're just like, oh, everyone's sick. Give him vegetable pills.
Give him olive tablets. What are we doing here?
Come on. Okay, this one's called The Ring.
I know this story.
No,
scary.
Stop that.
A scary story.
Scary story.
The Ring? That's scary.
No, different ring. Different ring.
Okay.
This one's from 1900.
Okay.
In the Windsor Star. So it's a story outside of Toronto. And I kind of thought this was really funny because of the names. Curly Supples of Buffalo and Jim Pop of Toronto fought 6 fast rounds to a draw before the Badger Athletic Club tonight. The fighting was very fast from the second round to the end of the bout, both men doing some very clever blocking and footwork. Supples finished a little the fresher.
Supples.
Curly Supples v. Jim Pop of Toronto.
Jim Pop. Love that.
That's kind of funny.
A couple of boxing matches.
Supples and Pop draw.
Supples and Pop.
Supples and Pop draw.
Okay, mine is also from 1900. Outlaw slain by posse.
Ooh.
Rustler shot down in Utah while resisting arrest.
Oof.
Salt Lake, Utah, April 20th. A special to the Tribune from Thompson's, Utah says Mr. Fullerton, manager of the Webster City Cattle Company, yesterday discovered the men mutilating brands on his cattle. They threatened to shoot, and he retreated. You know, mutilating brands. It's like when they brand the cattle.
Right, yeah.
So they'd be just like mutilating it so you can't like tell whose it is. And they would probably like steal the cattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a little bit of my knowledge that I have there.
You're so Western.
I'm so Western. With the assistance of Sheriff Priest and posse, the thieves were overtaken 70 miles north of here and ordered to surrender. The thieves showed flight and were followed further north, all exchanging shots. One of the outlaws being instantly killed. The dead man answered to the description of Flat-Nosed George.
I wonder what his nose looked like.
I found photos of him. I'll show you in
a
second.
You did?
An investigation proves almost conclusively that he is one of the men that robbed the train at the Union Pacific Railroad about a year ago. The body has been brought to Thompson's for identification. Men are now on the way from Cheyenne to identify him.
It was the Wild Wild West out there. You're taking our cattle and we're going to shoot you down.
Flat-Nosed George.
Flat-Nosed George. Do you think he was just punched through the nose a lot?
What was interesting? Probably. Yeah, that's actually really good. Or just like kept slamming into things.
Just headbutting
walls. He was just
walls.
like nearsighted, so he just didn't see when. So what's interesting about him, I did a little tiny bit of research on Flat-Nosed George. He's a Canadian.
Oh, okay.
He's born in PEI.
Whoa.
Prince Edward Island.
So wait, where was this story
This was in Utah.
What was a PEI-er doing out in Utah?
So he was born in PEI, and later he moved to Nebraska to work as a cowboy before turning to crime. He's frequently confused with Big Nose George.
Oh, there's another outlaw named Big Nose.
Yeah, a different outlaw
Hilarious.
That was executed in 1881. And here's some photos of Flat-Nosed George.
What does the nose look like?
Pretty flat. It's also a little big. Oh, that might be him there. Dead.
Is that him dead?
Could be. Yep.
Oh, he looks messed
Holy.
up.
Okay, if you go to the listeners, if you go to George Curry, outlaw, who's George Flat-Nosed George, you will see a photo of his dead body after his shooting with by Sheriff Jesse Tyler.
His nose doesn't look that flat.
His nose doesn't look, but I bet it's the lighting. You had to be there, probably. You had to be there.
Wow, he looks like an interesting guy.
Yeah, born in PEI. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. Not cool for the guy that died, but.
Well, I mean, he was mutilating cattle.
Yeah.
It was his time.
Don't mess with the cattle.
Don't mess with the cattle.
Okay, this one's from 1890, the Royal Aquarium. They use this word MDLLE. Is that mademoiselle maybe?
Yeah,
that
sounds right.
Mademoiselle Paula, who for some time has been displaying her skill in handling alligators and large snakes, on Saturday experimented with an alligator 7 feet 6 inches long, sent her direct from the Mississippi, in which it was officially stated she had never before seen. That's a big gator.
A large gator.
When turned out of its basket onto the platform, the alligator seemed by no means dazed or stupefied. Indeed, several minutes elapsed where Mademoiselle Paula succeeded in throwing a small blanket in such a position as to enable her to grasp its jaws and thus render it helpless. Go off. She then poised it in the air like the smaller alligators she customarily introduces. After her feats in the tank, Captain Molesworth publicly presented Paula with a gold bracelet set with sapphires and brilliants
you get jewels?
compliance with the request of an anonymous donor who, as a traveler, knowing the ferocity and cunning of alligators and pythons, desired to show appreciation of Mademoiselle Paula's courage.
Man, I know that gators and pythons be tough to do that too. I should give her some jewels.
Couple bangles. Some sapphires. The alligator just arrived is announced to be 90 years old and 100 pounds in weight.
Not that
Wait. Yeah, 100 pounds actually isn't that lot for a 7 foot alligator. That's wrong. I'm going to say that's a misprint.
100% wrong. A skinny little alligator.
Arrived is announced.
A fragile old alligator.
Unless a new one. Maybe they're talking about a new one. A 90-year-old, 100 pound in weight. I don't know.
Okay.
But
crazy.
Yeah. She just tackled a 7 foot alligator and then got some sapphires.
Held it up.
So
just
sick.
Like crocodile hunter, gator hunter. What was her name again?
Mademoiselle Paula.
Mademoiselle Paula. Wow, that's iconic.
I know.
Okay, this is from 1933. That boiler again.
Oh, ruh-roh.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. March 30th. It was just a big joke to James Murphy when he was brought before Judge George Shaughnessy in municipal court. Something tells me, Judge, he explained, that the House of Correction boiler is on the fritz again. I'm a boil maker, and every time they need me at the workhouse, they send out word to pick me up for being drunk. The judge nodded and said, that should take about 90 days. See that you do a good job.
Why does this sound familiar to me?
I have read this to you before.
Oh.
I read this to you back whenever we did this episode.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know this story for some reason.
So yeah, they would basically this guy was a boil maker. He would make boilers.
Yeah.
And they would just
and when they needed it
fixed. They would just arrest him for being drunk and charge him to 90 days in prison to fix it.
Corruption at its finest. That's hilarious. It's kind of funny.
That's really funny.
I feel bad for the guy because that's
the guy's like, Judge, okay, I was drunk, but
do I really need to fix your boiler
90
again?
Days.
90 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Okay. This one says, 1975. Metric system inches up on us. And this is from the Miami Herald. It has a little cartoon. What are they called?
Yeah, cartoon. Cartoon is the correct word for
what is it in the newspapers again?
The funnies.
The funnies. It has the
comic strips.
A comic. Yes, comic strip. That's what I'm looking for. And it's one guy in a jail cell and he's tied up, and it says he tells the other inmate, maybe, give some people 2.5 centimeters and they'll take 1.6 kilometers.
Clever.
The article goes on to say, when Australia adopted the metric system a few years ago, one irate woman wrote the metric conversion board to complain about what it had done to eggs. Since eggs went metric, she grumbled, they have been pale in yolk color and lacking in freshness. This clearly shows that chickens cannot adjust to laying different size eggs. We tamper with nature at our peril.
No way. What? Where is this? Australia?
This is Washington. Miami Herald on a Washington story.
Right.
But this is Australia woman writing in.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay. The United States is inching toward conversion to the metric system, the last major country to do so. And although no one seems concerned about the effect on eggs, there are signs that many Americans will resist changing pounds to kilograms, quarts to liters, and miles to kilometers. If God had wanted us to use a metric system, one ardent defender of the present system wrote to the White House, there would have been 10 apostles instead of 12. A Philadelphia man.
That's really funny, actually.
A Philadelphia
Little
man
metric
has
system humor for you.
Yeah. Has protested to his congressman that metrication is another big business scheme aimed at ripping off consumers. However, advocates of the metric system of measuring distance, weight, temperature, and volume say it is an idea whose time has come and gone and is back again. Not only does it make sense, they say, but it is necessary if U.S. businesses want to compete in the world market. America's only companions in the non-metric camp are such countries as Gambia, Muscat, Nauru, Oman, and Tonga. Most of the opposition to metrication in this country comes from organized labor and small businessmen who are concerned about the costs of the transition and ordinary Americans who dread the inconvenience of change. And it goes on to like another page, but like
that's
this
hilarious.
is Americans freaking out.
That's so
back in
funny.
1975, and they're still on their same bullshit.
A youthful train wrecker, Arthur Hunter, 16 years of age, was today committed in default of $10,000 bail for a trial for attempting to throw a passenger train off the track of Denver and Winnepesaukee Railroad by tying a log to the rails over a culvert near Durham. The train was moving slowly at the time and broke the log, the log's fastenings.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, else it would have been a terrible wreck and loss of life. The boy was found sitting on the fence waiting to see the smash up. He had heard of the Coles Crossing disaster and wished to see one himself.
What a little dummy.
I know.
Wait, what year is this?
This was 1882.
Oh
He
my
just tied
goodness.
a big old log and was
And
just
just
gonna
sat and
just
waited.
derail the train and was like, this could be pretty cool. Seeing all this dead people. Messed up.
I wonder how he made it in life. I'm
Arthur
curious.
Hunter,
You should
16
look it
years
up.
of age. I bet he went to prison for that.
I bet he went to prison for that. I hope he did. And
Maybe
he learned
turned
a
to
really
life
good
of
lesson.
crime. Or maybe he became a train conductor.
That'd be beautiful.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Someone should write a movie about that.
Nah.
Okay. This one's from 1911. Fashion as she is. Just a little more of this month, and then summer will be calling to us. And when it comes, we shall be quite ready to go out and meet it. Already the shops are showing us the materials, as well as some well-designed gowns and blouses. The fashion in these gowns has not changed. In fact, it has been decreed that the fashions are to be the same for several months to come, and it can be safely said that the woman who does not follow the extremes of the moment will be able to wear the dresses she has for many months yet and not feel herself out of date. It's good news for the ladies. It's truly good
Seriously.
news. I was a little bit worried.
Goodness.
Just because, last summer's Brat, was it last summer? That was Brat summer?
Brat summer was last summer,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Good thing. Like you can still wear your Brat summers because it's still a thing.
Fashion as she is.
As she is. She already has it. She's already Brat.
She is as fashion is.
It's pretty funny. Like the style back then, it's hilarious. It's a lot of fabric.
It's
can't
some
imagine.
could say in the summer it's too much fabric.
You could say.
It's layers upon layers.
And
But,
layers, like
good old
dresses on
hat.
dresses on dresses and
The
hats.
hats were so big that it provided shade. So that's pretty good.
That is good.
Okay. So this is an interesting one that I thought was going to be like a candidate for like my story, but then it ended up being kind of resolved decently.
Sure.
But it's very interesting. This
Okay.
was like missing man sought. Sheriff's officers armed with capias are today searching for L.D. Hayes. Basically, he's just a realtor that spent some money he didn't have.
Right.
Investigation of the mystery surrounding the present whereabouts of L.D. Hayes, 42 years old, Flint contractor, who has been missing from his home. So he's been missing since December 22nd. Today was centered in Cicely, Illinois, after the missing man's wife, Miss Vina Hayes, had received a letter indicating that her husband was being held captive by kidnappers.
Uh-oh.
So this is where this actually gets interesting.
Okay.
First intimation concerning her husband's whereabouts came several days ago when Mrs. Hayes received a letter postmarked Chicago and signed by a Walter Waldero of Cicero, enclosed with a letter that was a note portrayed to have been written by Hayes. It has described his experience of being kidnapped in Flint by gangsters as he left downtown Bank. We have the letter here.
Okay. What does it say?
While walking along the street, the enclosed wad of paper fell in front of me. I picked it up and saw there was writing on it. It read and seemed that there is someone in trouble, so I'm mailing it to the address written on it. The buildings are all large here, and I cannot tell where it came from, but it must have come from one of the windows above. This man, or whoever it seems to be held by somebody. It is probably one of the gangs that have their headquarters here. There are several of them. I could not dare to do anything. If I could, they would probably kill me.
Yeah, I would.
There's not much chance
either.
of this person getting away, as they will be afraid he will tell them what he knows. So if he don't get better soon, they will probably do away with him. Blah, blah, blah. Very respectfully, Walter Waldero.
Thanks, Walter.
I know, he gave a whole preamble to this whole thing. So the wad of paper referred to in the letter has a 1-pound candy sack, which was torn and straightened out. It was penciled on both sides with the following messages. Dear Vina, how are you? Is everything all right? I don't know where I am or how I got here or how long I've been here. I am hurt. Not bad, I guess. I think I have been drugged. I am so sore. I guess my arm is broke, so I'm writing with my left hand. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I don't know how I will get out of this. I don't know how I will get this mailed, but I might get it out the window. I am locked up and no clothes. What have you been up to?
What like she's going to write back.
What have you and I done to deserve this? Be brave. I wish I was home. Whoever finds this, send this to Vina Hayes, blah, 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 blah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So then, like, she flips over the note and there's another note written on the back.
Okay.
Vina, I have not been able to get this out, so I will write some more. I hope I can get it to someone who will mail it. After I left the bank, I went to the car and got in, and 2 men got in too. One grabbed me and the other drove the car away to where their car was. They put me in the car and one of them drove my car away. I tried to fight and they hit me with something and I did not know anymore until I woke up here. I do not know where I am. The doctor comes every day. I don't seem to get much better. I'm weaker now than I was. They won't talk, so I do not know what they are going to do with me. I love you, Vina. I want to come home. Goodbye, dear, until we meet again.
Crazy. Also impressive that he's writing with his non-dominant hand on a candy wrapper, all of this.
I know. And I just love being like, this is my final goodbye. And then not being able to get it by and so flipping it over. Okay, part 2.
Anyways, I'll keep talking.
P.S. Anyway. Hey,
how are you? What are you doing?
Last chatted, dear diary, since we've last chatted.
It sounds a little ridiculous.
So I did some digging on this guy.
Okay.
And I won't read any more papers, but his name was F.D. Hayes. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. He got like kidnapped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the next like thing that I found with his and his wife's name in it was her divorcing him.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So obviously he was probably found.
He was found and she was divorcing him on grounds of abuse. And so it turns out he was alive.
Okay.
And then I found another article from after all of that. So he was L.B. Hayes. Lucius Boggle Hayes, that was his name, Boggle, better known to his Legion buddies as Boge, carries around a poem at which he reads at intervals every 30 minutes. And so now he's moved to like Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
And this is the same guy. I verified his name. Like how many people have the middle name Lucius Boggle Hayes?
Yeah, okay.
And so this is the poem he always just reads.
Weirdo.
If your nose is close to the grindstone rough and you hold it down there long enough, in time you'll say there is no such thing as brooks that babble and birds that sing. These 3 things will your world compose. Just you, the stone, and your darned old nose.
It's deep.
It's pretty deep, yeah. So this guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah, basically.
But then, and like, he just made this whole thing up where he got kidnapped. And yeah, isn't that interesting?
It's
and they
very
couldn't
interesting.
locate the guy, the Walter Waldero or whatever that had sent the letter to her. So
could he have been also Walter?
It was like him saying like, I found this note.
So he just booked a room somewhere and just pretended he was kidnapped
by a gang. And then like eventually, she divorced him and I found him again in a different state.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's doing well.
Well, he probably ended up going to jail because he was on bond for that one thing.
Oh, okay.
So I hope he's doing well as well.
I hope he's doing well. Okay, my next one It says $2 a piece for embarrassing moments. So they had like, this is 1940 again. They had a thing in their paper where people would write in their embarrassing moments and they'd send them money.
That's funny.
So here's 2 of them. The first one is too happy. I was invited to a bridge party given by one of the employees in the office, but when I discovered that my best friend had not been invited, I decided not to go. Later, as I sat on my desk, composing a letter of refusal, the prospective host appeared and announced that due to his wife's illness, the party had to be postponed. Without thinking, I replied loudly, "Gee, that's swell."
Embarrassing.
Mrs. A. Dooley. Embarrassing.
And then they sign it?
Yeah, I know. Weird, right? This one's called A Good Line. A friend of mine has rather large front teeth and is very self-conscious of them. Before visiting her, I cautioned my little girl not to notice them. The child uttered not a word until we were about to leave. Then, evidently feeling that she was called upon to say something nice about our hostess, she exclaimed, "You have awfully pretty teeth, hasn't she, mother?"
Hasn't she, mother? That's so cute.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is rat attacks child in bed.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you today?
What?
You have lions. You have cats.
I'm just
you have rats attacking things.
I'm drawn to this.
Crazy.
This was in 1910. It was right next to my haunted house story that I
funny.
found. Rat attacks child in bed. At Middleton, New York, Emma Dunlap.
Wait, sorry, what year?
Old, 1910.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Emma Dunlap, 8 years old, aroused her parents early in the morning with her shrieks when a big rat attacked her in the bed. The parents rushed to the child's room, and the rat, covered with the little girl's blood, ran across the bed and disappeared in a hole in the floor. The rat had bitten the child twice in her left cheek.
Oh, no.
End of story.
That's horrible.
Emma Dunlap, no!
No!
8 years old.
Blood? Oh, gosh. I'm going to have lots of nightmares tonight.
Yeah, just a big fat rat biting her cheek, too.
Terrifying.
So there's a little illustration. We could put this one up on
I
our
wouldn't be sleeping in that
Instagram.
house again. Yeah, that's funny.
It's of a dad holding up a lamp and like with a big crowbar and the little girl with blood streaming off her face.
That's
and a rat running away.
Oh my
Insane.
gosh, poor girl.
Insane.
Okay, this one's called For Girls with Cold Feet. One thing the girl with cold feet must do in order to solve this. Sorry, this is 1933. I'm forgetting to do this.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is 1933 rules.
1933.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing the girl with cold feet must do in order to solve her problem is to learn how to use her lungs. In other words, how to breathe fully and freely. It is amazing how few women breathe properly. The great majority are
Said a man, right? Like that screams a man, right?
The great majority are shallow breathers, yet the habit of deep breathing is one of the most effective as well as the least expensive of beauty aids. The best sort of deep breathing exercise is a byproduct of vigorous outdoor exercise. Active use of the large muscles increases the body's need of oxygen, so that deep breathing is automatically stimulated. This is much better than standing still and trying to pump the lungs full of air. The habit of deep breathing may be established with the aid of indoor exercises that include free movements of limbs and trunk.
You know what this limbs?
He's like, exercise, ladies.
This actually, so this is 1933.
Yeah.
This low-key kind of sounds like RFK Jr. would be saying it.
Totally, yeah.
Women are notoriously.
You just need to exercise.
They just need to breathe deeper. Women are notoriously shallow breathers.
That's so true. That's so true.
And actually,
Studies show.
That's so funny. You're not wrong.
Okay. My next one is also from 1900. The disappearance of a Great Western engine driver. He wished to be thought dead. Proceedings in the police court. An extraordinary case. A mystery surrounding the engine driver Percy Frank Nutman on the night of 18th of December has at last satisfactorily accounted for, and the clearing up has revealed an extraordinary set of circumstances. The facts may be recalled that the man had charge of a 650 passenger train from Weymouth to Portland. It is customary for engine drivers after passing over the backwater bridge to blow the whistle before coming up with the Littlefield crossing. But as this was not done on this occasion, the fireman, a lad named Frank, with but 5 weeks' experience looked around and missed the driver. He became alarmed and searched the engine closely, but without result. The train went over the crossing at the rate of 20 miles an hour, but fortunately, Willis was enabled to bring the train to a standstill at Rodwell Station. So this train conductor just like disappeared.
Oh.
They were just like, the train was going and it's supposed to
The heck?
toot toot, supposed to choo choo.
Choo choo.
Supposed to choo choo.
As the kids say.
As our kid says.
Yeah.
Choo choo all
Choo-choo.
day. And it didn't.
Okay. Where'd he go?
So the circumstance was reported by telephone to the Weymouth Center, and eventually another engine driver was sent out in a cab, and the train was taken to its destination safely. In the meantime, Inspector Gill, along with engine driver, had set out the Rodwell on foot along the line, and in the middle of Backwater Bridge, came across the missing driver's cap. The conclusion was thereupon arrived that the driver had lost his life by falling off the engine and being drowned in the backwater. And throughout the night, the search was made for the body, as many as 5 boats dragging appliances being brought into requisition. The effort, however, was futile, as the sequel will bear out.
Dang.
But
okay.
Nutman had completely disappeared, and his wife, thinking herself a widow, mourned her loss, with her 3 children clothed themselves in sorrowing black.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's really sad. Mrs. Nutman, who resides at Charles Street, offered a reward for €5 for the recovery of the body, or pounds, probably pounds, 5 pounds. The railway company offered a similar reward, and by various boatmen, the Blackwater was searched for clothes upon a month. After a few weeks, steps were taken, with object of the usual 3-year salary of the deceased being paid to the widow, as customary in the case of accidental death. So she got 3 years' pay.
Right.
Eventually, the matter was taken by the detective department of the railway company, and the missing man was found alive and well in the village of Fetcham in Surrey, where he was living in lodgings with his sister-in-law.
Oh, what?
I know.
Sister-in-law.
Mrs. Nutman's sister, or maybe his brother's wife?
Maybe. That's
It didn't really
So
clarify.
he just faked it.
There he was apprehended, and the news, so where was it? He was earning a livelihood by chopping wood. So
You just need to get out of
Dextered it.
this
And
life.
This is like the end of Dexter, where he just becomes a lumberjack. He looks
True.
in the camera and he's like, I'm Nutman.
I'm not dead.
I'm not
I'm
dead.
a lumberjack.
I'm a lumberjack now. You thought I was
That's
dead.
wild.
So he's apprehended. News soon communicated to Weymouth that the disappearance mystery had been cleared up. Chief Inspector of the Detective Department took Nutman into custody when he was brought
Good.
to Weymouth on
He
Tuesday.
has to go talk to his kids.
Yep. Where he had a
Girl.
lively reception from about 300 men, women, and children who had assembled at the railway station. Detective Sergeant Lakey was also awaiting the lost one's return, and the awaiting crowd had arranged a hostile demonstration. Arrangements were made so everyone was pissed at this guy.
Yeah.
300 men, women, and children waiting at the station for him to arrive,
To be like,
just protesting him. So
Yeah.
he went on to, go to prison for it. Yeah,
good.
He pleaded guilty, and then he was locked up. And it's a really long story,
yeah.
but
Wow.
kind of fun.
Kind of funny. I'm a
Wild.
lumberjack.
With his sister-in-law.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's so brutal. Okay, so this one is called 1897, Death of a Romance. Miss Price traveled 18,000 miles in order to meet and marry her lover. She returns home single and is happy to get back. Miss Edith Price, rosy and pretty as a picture, was all smiles. So were her mother and her married sister, Mrs. Eli. They were holding a reception yesterday in their house at 304 Warburton Avenue, Yonkers, to celebrate the death of a romance, and all of their friends were dropping in to offer congratulations.
Oh my gosh, this is
It's a
great.
breakup party.
It's a breakup party. It's
In
the
New
death
York.
of a romance.
Death of a romance.
That's so New York.
No, said Miss Price with the shadow of a blush. I'm not married, and I'm glad of it. South Africa is a pretty lonesome place, and I'm delighted to be back in Yonkers among my friends. I've been 60 days on the water and 20 more on the land. I've traveled 18,000 miles, and now I'm home for good. Yes, put Mrs. Eli, her sister. My sister went to South Africa to get married, but Dr. Corrigan was in no health to marry, and it's broken off. That's all there is to it.
What? Wait, she's assuring that's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
Don't look into it.
But then it keeps going. It goes on to talk about how the family is like really well known in Yonkers. They're very loved family. And how they met in 1892. Miss Price spent the summer abroad. On the steamer returning home after a vacation in America was young John Corrigan, an Oxford student and the son of one of the officials of the Bank of Ireland. Jeez. They met and moonlight, and a summer sea did the rest. When the ship cast anchor at Southampton, Edith Price and John Corrigan were plighted lovers. So it's like a Jack and Rose on the steamer ship to New York.
So fun.
South
Africa.
And they're in love.
They're in love.
We'll get married, said the young man, just as soon as I get my degree as a physician. And the girl gladly assented, though it meant a 2 years wait for her.
No,
so she waited 2
years.
2 years. When the Prices learned that the young man was a son of one of the best families in Dublin, they gave their consent, and for once at least the course of true love started to run smooth. After the young woman had returned to her home, the young couple wrote each other by mail every day, and all went well until one day there came a ship without a letter, and then another and another. So he went MIA hard.
No.
Miss Price wrote and wrote, but still no reply. At last, her pride got the better of her love. She wrote no more, but plunged deeply into social gaiety to forget the romance of days now dead.
So she's partying.
Yep. At length, a letter was received from a mutual friend, which told of Corrigan's graduation from Oxford and of his large practice as a physician in Rondebosch, South Africa.
Wait, so this dude just like...
So someone wrote her a letter and was like, hey, he's actually graduated now.
So update. Oh my gosh.
He's in South Africa practicing. Mm-hmm. The old flame sprang into life again. Explanations followed, and it was found that a miscarriage of the males had been the principal cause of their trouble. So the letters just weren't getting to her. He was writing them.
Really?
This is turning into a Notebook situation now. So this is like Titanic turning into the Notebook.
This is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was arranged that the young couple should be married in Southampton, and she and her mother sailed for that port on January 5th. But on arrival there, they were dismayed to find a cable dispatch from young Corrigan saying that he couldn't leave South Africa and asking mother and daughter to meet him at Cape Town.
What?
Again, the two took ship, what happened when they arrived at Cape Town is not part of the story. Suffice to say, Saturday, Mrs. Price...
That's the meat of the story.
I know.
What do you mean?
Mrs. Price returned on the New York with her daughter, who was still Miss Price, and glad to get back they were. They were full of the dreariness of South Africa and bubbling over with the joys of homecoming. But Yonkers heard and wondered... Yesterday, it called to learn why. It's nothing, said Miss Price to everyone. Dr. Corrigan was not well enough to marry me. That's all. And something over the score of the eligible young man of Yonkers rejoiced when they all heard.
That's hilarious.
Isn't
All
that
the guys
so
are like,
funny?
let's go.
She came back and she was like, it was nothing. He was just not.
He's nothing to me.
Well
I don't want to talk
enough
about
to
it.
marry.
He's unwell. He is. He ain't shit. He's a doctor. That man ain't shit.
Isn't that wild? Like
That's an incredible story.
I know.
What a saga.
What a saga.
Wow.
But I want to know more, but obviously.
That's like what you just did is like we're watching a 2-hour epic.
Yeah.
And it's just like the VHS just broke.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
it's like
the only
nothing.
copy
Nothing
of it.
happened.
Nothing happened. Well,
Don't worry.
What happened, Grandpa? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Nothing. Slams the book
Like
shut.
I wonder what kind of state he was in. Was he just drunk when they showed up? Or was he like, I don't want to marry you? Who are you? Why are you?
You have to come live with me here.
I don't know. They would have said that, I feel like, if it was
if
like.
she was like, I can't leave the States.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
so
I wonder
funny.
how he was. Like he must have, I mean, he was writing to her still. Did they confirm
They stopped
that he was writing?
for a while, and then he made the excuse when someone told her that he graduated. She wrote to him, and he was like, "Oh, you haven't been getting my letters. We should marry. What are you talking about? Yeah, let's marry."
He had a second family already.
Oh, that's totally it. Yeah,
he had a
that's true.
family
Yeah.
already, and she was embarrassed to have gone all the way there, and that's
He
why
probably
he
didn't
want
think
her.
she would come.
No, because it's far.
It's a long way,
and that's why he said, "I have to meet you somewhere else." So then he met. He has a second family.
Oh my goodness! I want to know the details.
Oh, that's so cool. That's a fun one.
That's from 1897. I don't know if I said
wow,
that.
1897.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, this is my last one, and this is from 1963. Boy's best pal leads police straight to him.
Okay, bad friend.
Man's best friend has turned out to be a stool pigeon.
Oh.
Loud police said Thursday. It all started Tuesday night. That a stool pigeon is like a bad a bad thing. It's not like an actual bird.
Oh.
I realized. I know. I thought that too at first, but
I was like, oh,
no,
okay,
it's
sure.
like
A
man's best
bird.
friend turned out to be shit. It's basically like
That's
that.
so
Yeah.
funny.
A stool pigeon.
I was like, okay, a pigeon story. I
All
guess
right,
we're going
weird.
animals
I didn't
here.
think man's best friend was a pigeon, but
Sure.
maybe it's the 1960s.
I don't know.
So it all started Tuesday night when police received a report of a stolen car. Officer James P. Tazafraf. I'm going to call him Zafaraf.
Cool.
Spotted the car, and as he approached it, 3 boys fled. Zafaraf said he found a dog inside the car. He returned the car to the owner, who lived nearby, but was told the dog didn't belong there. The dog was taken to the Humane Society overnight and released late Wednesday.
Sassafras.
Riding in a cruiser, followed the dog as it headed for the downtown. The dog came upon a group of boys on the street corner, jumped up on one of the boys, and was greeted lovingly.
Oh,
Sassafras called the boy aside for questioning. 2 12-year-olds and a 16-year-old are due to appear in juvenile court in connection with the theft.
That's so funny. The
Yeah.
dog was like, "Oh, there's my best friend." That's so funny.
He's like, "Oh, I found you. I'm so
And the police
happy." Police
got
like,
you.
"You're under arrest
Got
for
him.
a theft of a car."
"Oh, that's hilarious."
Pretty.
That's a good nose on that
sassafras, but yeah,
dog.
great nose. Knew exactly where to go back
Yeah.
to. I guess would Iggy. Our dog's name is Iggy. For anyone that is listening to this that doesn't know that we have a dog named Iggy.
We have a dog named
We
Iggy.
have a dog named Iggy Pup. Do you think if we dropped him off in the middle of a park, he would wander home?
No, I don't.
I think
I
that's
think he would be
rare.
so happy he was free.
Man, dogs were built different
He
in the
just
60s.
he thinks he's a wild dog, and he thinks
He would be
he
like,
could just
sweet, I get
survive.
to go eat sticks.
Yeah,
I get
he'd
to
be
go eat
so
garbage.
happy.
He'd be
Yeah.
so happy.
it'd be cool.
Yeah, we're caging him here.
Yeah.
Not literally caging him.
Not literally, no. He's got his own couch, basically.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Okay, my last one is it's just a couple little random things under a heading in a 1912 paper that says love letters. It's going to be random, okay?
Okay.
So make sure you laugh.
Love letters.
The bull moose will be a bull loose in the GOP China shop. All right, all right.
This is just people writing in.
I don't know. A Denver preacher insists that it is a sin to kill a fly or break an egg. Period. Great Caesar fought and Joy rode far, but if he'd had a motor car. Period. What's become of Blink?
Great Caesar fought and Joy rode far, but if he'd had a motor car. Okay. Like he
It's
would have
deep.
he would have like conquered so much if he
Yeah,
had a
probably.
motor car.
Yeah. What's become of Blink? Oh, he opened a store. Doing well? Not exactly. He was caught by a policeman.
Oh, I get it.
Drum roll.
Opened
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Brrr.
But that's what I
opened
meant.
a store. That's cute.
And then there was one more. Did I read this one before? I don't know. Chicago is a dirty place. The government has had to send a special washing machine there to wash Chicago money.
Sorry, that's a Donald Trump tweet.
Chicago is a dirty
Chicago
place.
is a dirty place.
I might have read that actually on another
That's
episode.
funny.
I don't know because
That's
it's right below the Henry Hamburger died in Pawpaw 3
Henry Hamburger. my
restaurant while
hero.
eating beefsteak.
Mary McCheese.
Mary McCheese. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's all we got for you today.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
At
Goes to the Gazette.
and
And we'll be posting photos and clippings from today's episode.
we will subscribe to us on YouTube at Goes to the Gazette. You can follow us and support us on TikTok as well. For our next episode in 3 weeks' time, because we're gonna have some fun vacationing on that beach like we're talking about. Don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
But we will be jumping to 1993 for our next one on May 18th. Right? That's the
yeah,
date,
I
May
think
18th?
that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I think so too.
May 18th.
Yeah, that's basically it. You can email us as well if you want.
At-
if you want to say hi and ask how our vacation was going
Yeah.
at ghostthegazette at gmail.com. And thank you again for stepping back in time with us. And thank you for listening.
Until next time.
Bye. Ooh, extra, 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 extra.
Ghosts of the Gazette is written, produced, and haunted by Blake Garbe and Kendra Clark. Original theme by Kelly Steinhoff.